Hey, 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 it is an unstoppable day. Welcome to another episode of BTBY TV. I'm your host, Terrence, the Unstoppable Coach Leffridge, and you are here for another sneak peek at the BTBY experience. Yes, it's coming to Kansas City, Missouri, August 25th through the 27th. And we want you to have your face in the place because we're going to be hitting you with food, fellowship, fun, inspiration, motivation, tools you can use, and everything you need to make the rest of 2023 the best of 2023 as you work on your journey towards becoming the best you. So we thank you guys for tuning in, and we're going to hit you with a sneak peek right now because we are going to be sharing some of our speakers that are going to be joining us at this event. But come on in, like and share. Come on in, like and share. We definitely want you guys to be there and get the information that you are going to need to help you become the best version of you. So let's welcome in no particular order, but I'm old school gentleman, so I always want to bring the ladies in first. So let's welcome in our love legacy liberator herself, Andrea Luzon Coates. Hey, Andrea.
Hello, loves. Hello, Terrence. I'm so excited to be here today.
Oh my God. And you are just glowing and you've got the universe at your background. You are just looking fabulous. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Let's bring in our other lovely lady speaker that's going to be blessing us, walking in victory always. And she challenges you to do the same. It's none other than Charlotte the Challenger.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's go around the room. And since we've been talking about love, we might as well bring in the love master himself. It's Mr. James Love of Activate Your Power. Hey, James, how are you?
What's going on?
What's happening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you are here. And the person who gives us our morning cup of joe, our morning cup of love and inspiration, let's welcome back. He wanted to be on every one of these sneak peeks. It's Coffee Cup Chuck. What's happening, Coffee Cup?
What's good, people?
Yeah. What's happening? And listen, we got a new guy who's joining us for the first time with the BTBY experience. But don't let the first time fool you. This man packs a powerful punch, and he loves to motivate, inspire not only the youth but grown-ups as well. Let's welcome to the stage Mr. Herb Monroe. Hey, Herb. Herb, you are muted. That's okay. Come on and unmute yourself. Let the people hear what you gotta say.
Hey, it is a plum pleasing pleasure to be here this morning and to be with all these beautiful powerhouse people. And let me tell you, Herb gave you the word, and we're going to turn up in KC. Can't wait to see you there.
I love it. I love it. Coming out like a firecracker. That's Mr. Monroe right there. Let's welcome to the mic the internationally known, make every second count speaker himself, Jeff Martinet Jr.
What is up, family? It is great to see each and every one of you, and I hope you are having a fantastic day and becoming the best you.
Absolutely. Well, over here, we are having an unstoppable day. So thank you so much for being in the building, Jeff. And last but not least, we've got our keynote speaker for the BTBY experience, always helping to introduce you to yourself. It's none other. I like to call him King, but we call him Saucony Prince.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am super pumped and excited to actually give you a sneak peek of what we're going to be sharing next week in Kansas City.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I am so glad and honored that all of you guys are here, and I'm so glad that people are watching us from around the world. We've got the professor of change herself, Brenda Ringwood, who is watching us on a Saturday. You know, she's doing double duty on this StreamYard thing down in Branson, Missouri, helping another one of our speakers, Jill Reynolds, at her Braveheart conference. So we want to thank Brenda for doing that double duty this morning and coming in. But we want to thank you guys for being here and taking some time out of your afternoon. This time next week, we are going to be invading the wonderful town of Kansas City, Missouri, spreading the message of how people can become the best version of themselves. And listen, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, then you need to go ahead and register now. We're going to be putting it up on the screen momentarily. ComeChangeYourLife.com, ComeChangeYourLife.com, where you can still get your ticket to have your face in the place in person for under $300. You got 3 days of fun-filled information you can use. You've got fellowship, you've got marketing, you've got networking, you got everything you need to become the best version of you. So right there, Brenda said it best, www.comechangeyourlife.com. And we're going to have our speakers just give you a little bit of information about themselves and about what they're going to be talking about at the event. But hey, before we do that, let's take a 30-second sneak peek of what you can expect when you have your face in the place for the BTBY experience. We'll be right back with BTBY TV.
Becoming the best version of yourself is a journey. When you believe in yourself, you can move mountains. Let's start your journey today at ComeChangeYourLife.com. All you have to do is take the first step, and we will help you along the way. Are you ready? Change starts now. Become the best version of yourself. Reach for the world. Kansas City is coming. ComeChangeYourLife.com.
Woo!
Make sure you have your face in the place. As we move into the segment, we're going to allow people to introduce themselves. And like I said, we've got 3 questions that we're going to ask each one of them. I want to do it in a round robin session so that we give everybody an opportunity to talk. So this first question is going to be for everybody. I'm going to start with one of our ladies. We'll work our way around the room. This is the first question. Simple question. Just tell us who you are and what you do. So, Andrea, you've got the mic. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Woohoo! Thank you, everyone. Hey, loves. Wow, I feel like I've been around the block for quite a while, since 2019. So I've been coaching, offering energy healing, but I really felt called to stand in my power as Andrea Luzon, Legacy Liberator. So I'm here on this planet to support people in reclaiming their love legacy. So this is the imprint you're already making everywhere in your life. The challenge is that a lot of us have covered up the natural legacy inside of us, and we're making our imprint from more of a wounded place, from a less authentic place. A lot of defense mechanisms, a lot of throwing shade or smoke screens to protect ourselves. So I'm here to support individuals who are ready to shed all of that armor and really step forward as their authentic self. So I'm really glad to be here, and I'm excited to be on stage for the BTBY conference coming up soon.
Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. We don't call it a conference. We call it an experience, because we know a conference, people just come and they just take, and they leave. But with an experience, you get the opportunity to take as well as to give. You get to give from the audience to us on the stage, as we give to you from the stage into the audience. Each and every one of us has an experience as a result of that. So definitely come on and have your say and have your experience at the BTBY experience. We're going to turn this over to Charlotte, the challenger. Charlotte, give us about 30 seconds of who you are and what you do.
Hey guys, I am Charlotte the Challenger, and I challenge others to win in life. So it's an honor to be at the Becoming the Best You experience, and I'm just looking forward to be sharing with you how to walk in victory, that you already have the victory, and how to use tools and strategies to walk in victory when you don't feel like you have it. So we know the power of our words. So I'm going to be speaking on that and how to affirm yourself each and every day, no matter what it looks like in your current life. So with that being said, that's what I'm going to be talking about, how to use the power of your words and do some self-talk.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much, Charlotte, for that. And we've got our Izzy, our intentional healer, Isabel Camacho Black. She is joining us. Mic check, mic check. Izzy, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are right on time, just in time to get the main stage and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do, Izzy.
Well, I'm Isabel Luz Camacho Black, and I'm an activator. I'm an activator of intentionality, and I'm here to help people know that their story is meant for them to use as their power and not as their crutch in life. So I'm excited, and yes, I'm welcoming everybody to Chiefs Kingdom next weekend. Let's bring it, let's get activated, and let's get on this journey to become the best versions of us.
Boo!
I'm sorry, your camera went. There was some technical difficulties with your camera. Something you said something about Chiefs. I'm sorry, we missed that. But yeah, absolutely, we will see you next week in Kansas City doing what you do. And a little birdie told me that there was going to be a collaboration between you and James Love. So I think it's only right that we go to James next, to have James introduce himself and who you are and what you do, James.
Yes. I'm also an activator, James Love, aka J Love, representing AYPN, Activate Your Power Now, where it all starts within, right? So what we do is basically we help leaders around the world tap in deeper into their power, so they can make enlightened, compassionate action leading to greater prosperity in their communities and whatnot. So I came here just to bring joy and to bring a message of power, that you don't have to have your story be your crutch, just like Izzy said.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, J Love. I mean, there's just power in that whole ideal of love, and then when you add the love to it, I mean, it sounds like you're about to do a Whispers in the Dark segment there in Kansas City. Let us know what radio station you're gonna be on, so that we could have our ears tuned to it. Let's introduce the new kid on the block, but he's been around the block many times. He is a associate superintendent. He's also a musician. He's also a speaker. He wears many hats, and he's rocking his hat today. So let's welcome to the stage Herb Monroe. Hey, take it away, Herb. Let them know who you are. Mic check, Herb. Can you hear us? All right, I gave him such a segue. he's frozen. Can everybody else hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I hear you.
All right. Well, we're gonna give him a chance. This BTBY stage can be a little bit intimidating the first time. So if you get froze up, just go back out and come back in. Let's switch it up to one of our former winners of one of the offshoots of BTBY, our BTBS, Becoming the Best Speaker Academy. He won this, and he has been on fire ever since. So let's welcome to the stage Mr. Coffee Cup Chuck.
What's good, people? What's good? It's about to go down. My name's Coffee Cup Chuck. I am known as a motivator. I'm also I own an electrical lighting company. Who else is going to keep you positive if I'm not going to keep you positive, baby? This coming weekend, I will be bringing a message to the stage. and that message is going to be a real special message. So get yourselves ready, y'all. Get your tickets purchased and get on down there to the Kansas City Airport Hilton, baby.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, we would be remiss if we didn't let you guys know that we not only have local speakers, we not have national speakers, we've got international speakers at this game, y'all. And the first international speaker had the opportunity to speak in Guyana, and he just blew the crowd away with his positivity and his mantra for making every second count. Is the internationally known Make Every Second Count speaker himself, Jeff Martinet Jr.
What's up, everybody? So, as he said, I'm Jeff Martinet Jr., and as James says, aka the award-winning international Make Every Second Count speaker. And I am here to show you guys that you can live your best life and do it now, because sometimes becomes never sometimes. That didn't make sense. But so when you say sometimes, that oftentimes becomes never. That makes a little more sense.
Got you. And you know, once they have their face in the place, you'll break it down so that it will forever be broken, Jeff. So we got you. We got you. We got you. Thank you so much, Jeff. And again, you guys definitely have your face in the place, and then you will hear everything that Jeff is putting down. But you got to go over and register at comechangeyourlife.com for the BTBY experience. As we bring our other international speaker up to the mic, he has not only spoken in Guyana, he's not only spoken in the United States, but he's fresh off his trip to the motherland, to Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya, where he just rocked the house there. And he's going to be rocking the house in Kansas City, Missouri in less than 7 days. It is Mr. Sakoni Prince. Hey, Sakoni.
Hello, hello, hello. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be a part of this amazing experience. Becoming the Best You is really what everybody on this call is about, helping to make happen for you. If you listen to them carefully, they all want the same thing. They may have different mantras. In fact, they may come at it from a different angle, but they definitely want to help you become the best version of yourself. And I tell people all the time, it's like playing on the freeway. If you do it long enough, something's going to hit you. And if you show up in Kansas City, somebody's going to say something that's going to change your life. So I'm looking forward to being there and being the keynote and helping to tie all of it together. I can't tell you how excited I am to be a part of this amazing, incredible experience. And I am so happy that I'm actually a part of the Become the Best You experience.
Well, we are so happy that you have been a part of the BTBY family from the very beginning, like a number of people on this screen. You know, and again, I said we don't call it a conference, we call it an experience. And because family creates experience, family creates memories, family creates legacy. So if you are looking for an experience that's going to create some memories in your life and give you what you need to create legacy beyond your lifetime, oh yeah, you got to be in Kansas City, August 25th through the 27th for the BTBY experience. Now, listen, we're going to double back down to Herb, because Herb, we said while you froze up that the BTBY stage can be a little bit intimidating for the first time. You know, we got these local speakers, national speakers, international speakers, and here you come about to rock the house. So give them a minute about who Herb Monroe is.
Well, Terrence and team, like I said, it's a plum pleasing pleasure to be here. This is a good sign. Guess what happened? Everybody on this call is so hot, my phone blew up, literally. It said, emergency, emergency. Your phone is overheating. Your phone is overheating. So that just goes to show you the temperature and the heat we're going to bring when we're in Kansas City. So if anything, that's a good sign, man. Look, I had to shift over to a different device because y'all are just too hot. So that's real talk. That's real story. But again, I always say a word from Doc. I was that kid where both of my parents were principals, and they said, Herbie, whatever you do, don't go into education. But like all good kids, I listened to my parents anyway, and now I'm an assistant superintendent. But what's so exciting is that everything that we do, it's not a job, it's a lifestyle for us, and it's a calling. And it's just so empowering to know that you make a difference in the lives of people that you come in contact with. And that's what all of us are going to do. I always say I motivate, I educate, and I inspire students and adults to be successful in school, to be successful at their job, and to be successful in life. And I always go by this motto: never say can't, say not yet, but soon with practice. Because perfect practice makes perfect, and it's always too soon to quit. So I just can't wait to bring the fire and just to be a part of this amazing team in Kansas City. Thank you for having me to be a part of this amazing team, because our teamwork will make the dream work. Thank you.
Oh man, look at here. Herb said, I ain't scared of y'all. I'm coming with it. I'm gonna give you the fire on the sneak peek. So you gotta have your face in the place to see the flames explode on stage when Herb is there. Listen, you guys, if you aren't pumped up already, I'm the MC and I'm already pumped up, and I ain't got the stage yet, because these people bring the heat, and they are, in many cases, volunteering some of their tools, some of their abilities, and some of their gifts so that you can become the best version of you. It's the BTBY experience, y'all, August 25th through the 27th, Kansas City, Missouri. Look at the ticker on the screen. Go and register right now. BTBY experience at comechangeyourlife.com. Now, listen, we got 3 ways you can join us. You can join us in person for the entire 3 days for under $300. Comechangeyourlife.com. Maybe you just want to come to the black tie event that we're going to have on Saturday night, the 26th. Go on over there. For less than $60, you can join us for the black tie experience. Comechangeyourlife.com. And maybe for some reason you can't make it to Kansas City, but you still want to experience it from the comfort of your own home. Well, we got you covered there too. For as little as $10, little as 10 fingers, you can have the BTBY experience in the comfort of your own home. Go on over to comechangeyourlife.com. And now listen, if me talking hasn't gotten you inspired, then maybe this sneak peek will get you inspired too of what you can expect at the BTBY experience. So stick and stay. We're coming right back with BTBY TV.
Becoming the best version of yourself is a journey. When you believe in yourself, you can move mountains. Let's start your journey today at comechangeyourlife.com. All you have to do is take the first step, and we will help you along the way. Are you ready? Change starts now. Become the best version of yourself. Reach for the world. Kansas City is coming. Comechangeyourlife.com. Become the best version of you. Let known influencers such as Saucony Prince and Dr. Ruben West show you how to overcome and move forward and get to the next stage of your life. You don't want to miss this, Kansas City. August 25th through the 27th, comechangeyourlife.com. Host Brenda Ringwood and Terrence Lethbridge bring quality speakers. Go on over to comechangeyourlife.com, because change happens here. Welcome to Becoming the Best You, where superheroes are made. Become your own superhero. You can do it. Stop being the sidekick. You are a superhero. Show us your power. Join us today and reach for the world. Learn how at Becoming the Best You. So grab your cape, superhero, and meet us there. ComeChangeYourLife.com, August 25th through the 27th.
Woo! You can feel the energy. Yeah.
Hey, Mom. BTBY.
What?
BTB.
Let's go.
What?
I think Terrence is froze.
Terrence got
He's
overheated.
muted. He's
Cool
muted.
him off. Let's cool him off.
I know it's blowing up in here. I'm telling y'all, it's too hot.
It's
It
too
is
hot
too
in here.
hot.
We can't help it. We got you, Terrence. We got you.
We're cooling you down, man.
Yeah, yeah. Fan
It
down,
ain't
fan
hot
down,
in
fan
here.
down. Oh my goodness gracious.
What happened to Saucony?
Oh, where did he go?
He's
Uh-oh.
gone too.
We got people hopping on and hopping off.
So while we're waiting, let's talk about this black tie affair because
We winning this year. We winning this year.
I don't think so. I've been
Yeah.
practicing. I know
Open
the
up.
girls have
Me
been
too.
practicing.
Wait,
Y'all
practice
gotta
for
explain
what?
this to me. What's the game? What's the
To
game?
win.
Y'all
The
explain
women are
how
going to
this works.
win, Andrea.
Oh, yeah.
Have a
So
dance
it's-
off, men against women. It's a friendly competition, even though y'all gonna lose. But
The
it's
strut.
just fun. It's a dance off. Almost everybody participates. Is what we like. What we
Now, I
like.
ain't tell y'all
There's
this,
so
but
much
y'all know
vibration
I'm in a
going on that
salsa and
people who would
bachata
not
band.
say they wouldn't do. It's
I'm-
just that much fun. What was that, her?
Well, you know, I'm going salsa dancing at about 11:30 because I got a gig at 11:30. So I'm gonna have to bring my salsa and bachata shoes. It's about to be on.
Bring that. Bring that.
Now I'm worried.
What we need.
Bring that.
You're gonna
Now
need
I'm
it.
worried.
You're gonna need your practice, so get your practice
So
in.
what?
Oh,
Andrea,
Hey,
Camacho,
Herb, don't be giving
I'm
up
here
no
to challenge
you
secrets.
ain't worried about the salsa,
I'm here to
right?
challenge you.
Oh, I love bachata and salsa. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
we gonna get it.
Okay, we got it.
Let's go.
Get it up. Yeah.
You know, y'all just went and had a party without me, boy. It was
You know,
so hot.
We
That
knew you
sweet
overheated.
Absolutely. You know,
You
I
instantly
had to
overheated.
go, I had to go get my towel because you know that commercial was just doing it for me.
Really?
And can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Hear you fine.
Well, great. Thank you, Izzy. Izzy is also one of the hosts of BTBY TV. So Izzy just jumped right on in and just kept the vibe moving. You know, to be honest, it's our keynote speaker is so hot that every time he just comes on the screen, things just burn up. So, you know, it was him. We kept him down there too long, and, you know, he just like, come on now. But here's the thing. This is the experience. The experience in person is going to be the same way. Somebody's going to say something or do something that's going to hit you right in your heart, that's going to hit you right in your spirit. And many events, we have seen people get up and walk out of the room because they just had to let it sink in. They had to collect themselves and come back and get more. That's why we don't call this a conference. It's an experience, because at any moment, something can hit you where you need to be hit to move you to becoming the best version of you. So let's go around the room before I freeze up again. And here's the second question. The second question: how has being a part of the BTBY experience affected you personally and or professionally since you came on board? I'm gonna go with the center squares. Let's start with James, then Izzy, then Chuck.
Well,
James.
BTBY, becoming the best you. Since I've been a part of this family, you know, that's what it means to me. It's a family, it's a community. It's people who really care for you and they really want to see you succeed. And it's an environment that puts you in the fast lane towards accelerated growth and change in your life. So being here and being a part of this BTBY family has really catapulted me to a new level of self-belief in myself, higher self-esteem and self-worth, and you know, being on that stage and being blessed by the speakers who share their values and share what they have on their heart is so powerful and it's so needed. They say, you know, community is the bridge to deeper healing and restoration. So being around people who are all like mine, you know, like I can't go wrong. That's what BTBY means to me.
I love it. Now, James, like Izzy and like Chuck, you went through our BTBS, our Becoming the Best Speaker Academy. And Andrea, absolutely. I see you up there, Andrea. So James, and then I want Izzy and Chuck and Andrea to piggyback on that. How has being a part of BTBS helped elevate what you do now as a speaker, aka J Love?
It just allows me to see the big picture and create that persona in which I can step into when I step on stage and be able to, with greater confidence, deliver my message. Right, having that platform in BTBS where I can practice and have a soundboard from experienced speakers who can share their knowledge and their wisdom that has been collected over the years, in which I can just soak in everything and be able to just show my appreciation by aligning with that message, aligning with their wisdom as best as I can.
Love it. Love it. Izzy, come on off mute. Now, Izzy, you have been in every aspect from BTBY, and we like to call you our ride or die BTBYer because you have gone on the road for BTBY. You have spoken for BTBY. You have emceed on stage and this show for BTBY. And you have branched out into your own platform, Activate Your Power Now, and you've been one of the spearheads for our BTBY Youth Experience. I think I'm on the second page of your resume now, so let me shut up and let you talk. What has BTBY meant to you?
Well, first of all, I want to say it's an honor to be on a part of this family and then a part of the team. Like, I can't even express what an honor it is. And I'm not someone who just throws that kind of stuff around loosely because I haven't had many things in my honor. So when it's presented to me, I grab onto it, and I know it's something valuable. So yeah, you're right. You know, James and I had just started up our platform, Activate Your Power Now, a couple months before I met Bran, and it was evident from the beginning that our passion to give back. We were still in the midst of cleaning up our where God was saying, I need you and I need you now. And we were like, wait. Yes, we know, we're ready, but we got too much yucky stuff. We got too much skeletons in the closet. We just can't go yet, God. And God said, no, you got to go. And he started just bringing the people together. And it just felt right. And with my background of early childhood education, which is my passion, children are my passion. But what I've learned is my purpose is way different than my passion. My passion has everything to do with my purpose, but my purpose is way bigger than what I enjoy about life. So BTBY, with my background being early childhood education, I know enough to know that when children have a safe place, they will excel. All of their natural gifts will just pour out of them, and they're not scared. They're just free. That's what BTBY gives me. I was activated before I met my family at BTBY, but BTBY gave me, I was that little infant, right, in my healing, and you gave me a safe place. And with that safe place, everything God told me I was about to do, it's happening. That's why I believe in BTBY. When you're activated and you're on that journey, there's just no turning back. There's too much inspiration. There's too much momentum going. And the fact that more people just keep grabbing on to join us in this journey, I can't wait. And then I want to say about the speaker class, because I'm like Coach Chuck Prinzen, who teaches us the game of life. I'm like him. I don't keep it pretty. I keep it real. And
I love it.
With the speaker class, so I say this even about the BTBY events and everything. You know, I hope people come and get offended. I really do, because that's part of what helped me grow as a speaker, Terrence, is you kept offending me. And I think we knew there was something there where we were like this, our little heads were like this, but we were so motivated at the same time, right? We saw so much good in everything we were doing, and the potential, you saw potential in me that I was holding back, and you kept challenging me. And I was offended, but when every time I know enough now by being activated that when I'm offended, it's time for me to pause, breathe, and take note. And I came out, man, I came out of that class ready, just ready. And then you gave us that platform opportunity to grow as a speaker. I'm forever grateful of BTBY and all the people in it.
Well, thank you for sharing that great testimony. You know, the beautifulest flower, the beautifulest rose in the garden is the one that has a stem full of little sticky things. That's because it had to go through some things and grow through some things to get to the beautiful petals that we see and we love. And that's what I love about BTBY. We don't talk about you are the best version of you. We say you're becoming the best version of you. And sometimes in order to become a diamond, you got to break the shell of the coal. In order to become a full, strong foundation, you've got to be forged in some hot grease, some hot oil to become that strong steel. In order for you to be a triumph, you've got to be forged through some tragedies. Becoming the best version of you is that safe place where you can experience all those things, and you can have mentors, you can have people around you that have not only gotten to where you're trying to go, but they're also on the same journey towards becoming the best version of themselves as well. So I'm so glad that you pointed out, Izzy, that this is a safe place. If you join us, this is a safe place. We work on integrity. We work on honesty. We work on authenticity, helping you, as we do, become the best version of you. And then we have our coffee cup Chuck that gives you his morning cup of Joe each and every day so that you can stay positive, people. Chuck, what made you decide to be a part of BTBY?
Well, I'm going to start off by saying I'm going to kind of piggyback a little bit off of what Izzy and Mr. Love is talking about. But I'm going to go and I'm going to just say you have a lot of access and acceleration in this group. Access and acceleration. I started my journey of being positive about 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought I was the only one around. And then I found out that there's a community of people that's out here growing, that's doing the exact same thing. So when I was living in the world by myself, trying to heal the world every morning, I accidentally slid up into a whole world of people that are there willing to not only help motivate you into getting yourself psychologically and mentally stable, but financially, healthy, physically. And I mean, it goes even more and beyond on that, because these people in this organization also try to help you gain an understanding of your environment by putting you in the right environment. When I was younger, I thought I was in a good environment because I was in a protective environment. I was protected and I was safe. And being in a protective, safe environment isn't always a protective and safe environment, because I was a gangbanger. You know, I was doing a lot of bad stuff out there, and I was protected. I was protected by that neighborhood. And I just want the world to know that just because you feel protected in an environment doesn't mean that that's the right environment for you. The BTBY environment has shown me that not only can they help you accelerate, they can also help give you access to all of the things that you need to become the best version of yourself. So that's my take on it. I took the class. Last fall, and man, one thing I always wanted to be is a professional speaker, because I wanted to help other people understand that they can do better with themselves. And taking that class, like Izzy said, it held you accountable. It gave you that extra energy to want to do better. And it's crazy because I keep saying the accountability part. Sometimes it's easy for us to hold everybody else accountable, but when you have other people holding you accountable and those people really truly care about you, it makes it that much easier for you to want to try to do better. And man, in this last class, I didn't want to fail the people who were trying so hard to help me out. So, man, I put all into it. And like I say, the class has ended, but I'm still a participant in the class because I see all the value that it has. So whoever's watching out there, if you are looking at becoming a better speaker and you want to advance yourself as far as advance your communication skills, I will reach out to Terrence and look at getting into the next becoming the best speakers class. It's not just for speakers, so don't think that that's what it is, because it's also for people who just want to understand a better way of communicating. So get with Terrence on that, and man, I am pumped, and I can't wait till this Friday. So let's go, BTBY.
Yes. Let's push it up to Andrea, because Andrea, you were also part of the class, and now you're doing podcasts. You got your coaching practice. What does BTBY? What has it done for you since you joined the family?
Most importantly, I would say camaraderie and community. I actually have gone through my notes even since being with Bren and Terrence. So as I do my workshops online, mostly online, as I work with clients, as I offer these Monday morning rituals that I do the first Monday of every month, I check in with it. And I love how Terrence and Bren talk about story. I have a tendency to go straight into teacher mode. And yet some people learn better through stories. They don't just want to be taught at. They want to, the story will help the lesson land. And the lesson helps the story land. So that's my biggest takeaway from being with the two of you, those 8 weeks that we were together. And I love that you're really into acronyms, Terrence, because I'm a visual learner, and I'm someone who I really do need those stories to help the lessons land. So you gave me skills, and then also I love this container. I love the camaraderie. I love how everyone's rooting for each other. It isn't like a competition thing. I don't experience you all as competitive. I experience you all as wanting to share one another's work and refer each other out. And I really love that about this group.
Absolutely. We don't compete. We collaborate. Absolutely. Yes. We thank you guys for definitely sharing that. I'm going to Herb. He keeps popping in and out. So I got to get Herb in with his comments before we lose him again. So Herb, I'm going to give you questions 2 and 3. And then I'm going to take it down to the people who have been a part of BTBY from, our first virtual conference all the way up to now. So Herb, being new to BTBY, just it being presented to you just literally months ago, what made you want to be a part of it? And then give us a sneak peek of what you're going to be talking about at the experience on the 25th.
Well, you know what? I'm going to start with one of my teacher stories, because like Andrea shared, stories resonate with people. And if you
speak
can
up a little, Herb, you're a little away from your mic.
Okay, I'm gonna start with a little bit of a story. Can you all hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, great. As a former high school principal, working in what I call a very at-promise school, not at risk, at promise school, a lot of times some of the teachers would wonder, how can these teachers that are not of color help the children of color to succeed in school and in life? And it came down to a 4-letter word. And the 4-letter word was love, Love. And I remember I had one of my teachers share simply that I love them before I know them. Let me repeat, when I would give out the class list and rosters, she stood up at the faculty meeting and said, I love them before I meet them and before I know them. That's what this organization has done for me. I feel a sense of love for all of you all right now. And I have never met any of you all in person. I actually met Brenda and I met Saccone because they're coming to Caroline County Public Schools on September the 15th to rock our world. And I've just been bragging about them. And I just cannot wait for them to land in Caroline County in Virginia. And one thing that Izzy said, we call everything that she said a sense of belonging. And let me just break it down, because this is what I'm going to speak to in Kansas City. A sense of belonging has 5 things. 1, safety. We have to make sure that everyone is physically, socially, and emotionally safe before they can grow. It's point blank. Number two, we have to create an environment where people are valued. We have to meet everyone where they are and take them to places that they don't even believe they can be. Number three, we have to empower folks. We need to give folks the right amount of voice and choice so they can be invested in their growth, so they can help others around them grow. Number four, we need to make sure that we're learning. We all are lifelong learners, and I cannot wait to learn from all of you next week. I'm not even gonna be able to sleep, but I cannot wait to learn from all of you. And the last one that I think is the most important is we have to create an environment and a culture where people can make mistakes without losing their dignity. See, that's the big one in education. We want people to be innovative, think outside the box, risk takers. You can't be any of those things if you don't have a culture where you can fail forward. So I just want to share that I cannot wait to learn. You know, leadership is lonely, and I was at a point, age 55. I've been in education for 32 years. I know I look like I'm 32 years old, right? But I've been in this game for 32 years. And I got to a point where I didn't know if I wanted to stay in education because I felt lonely. I felt like I was on an island. Once I have connected with this group, I am recharged, I'm revitalized, and I think I got 32 more years left in me. So I'm just telling y'all right now, I'm gonna come to Kansas City and turn up, but I'm also gonna have my notebook out because I am going to suck all of the knowledge everyone on this screen has to help me to continue to grow. So I love you, y'all, and I can't wait to see y'all next week.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Herb, for sharing that with us. You know, he said he got 32 more years in him because of what he has been able to get just in this brief moment of being a part of the BTBY experience. So listen, we're going to take another quick break, and then we're going to come back. We're going to talk to, you know, I'm aging myself. We're going to talk to some of the other old heads on the screen that's been at BTBY from the very beginning. Listen, if you haven't gone already, go on over the tickers right there at the bottom, comechangeyourlife.com. You can join us in person. You can join us just for the black tie, or you can join us from the comfort of your room via live stream for the BTBY experience. You're watching BTBY TV. We'll be right back.
Becoming the best version of yourself is a journey. When you believe in yourself, you can move mountains. Let's start your journey today at comechangeyourlife.com. All you have to do is take the first step, and we will help you along the way. Are you ready? Change starts now. Become the best version of yourself. Reach for the world. Kansas City is coming. comechangeyourlife.com. Become the best version of you. Let known influencers such as Saucony Prince and Dr. Ruben West show you how to overcome and move forward and get to the next stage of your life. You don't want to miss this, Kansas City. August 25th through the 27th, comechangeyourlife.com. Host Brenda Ringwood and Terrence Lethbridge bring quality speakers. Go on over to comechangeyourlife.com because change happens here. Welcome to Becoming the Best You, where superheroes are made. Become your own superhero. You can do it. Stop being the sidekick. You are a superhero. Show us your power. Join us today and reach for the world. Learn how at Becoming the Best You. So grab your cape, superhero, and meet us there. comechangeyourlife.com, August 25th through the 27th.
Experience, the Becoming the Best You experience. 3 days of food, fun, and fellowship where we're going to share all of our talents, all our abilities, and all our gifts to help not only us become the best version of ourselves, but to help you become the best version of yourself too. Welcome back to BTBY TV. I'm your host, Terrence, the unstoppable Coach Leffridge. And we've got this bevy of superstars on the screen, superstar speakers, superheroes in their own rights that's going to help you if you have your face in the place in person or via live stream for the BTBY experience. Now, listen, for some of you who may not be familiar with the BTBY history, you know, the professor of change, Brenda Ringwood, had this vision of BTBY long before it became a reality. And I happened to meet her at another great event by another one of our keynote speakers that's going to be in Kansas City, the great Dr. Ruben West and his Black Belt Speaker Academy, of which many of the people on this screen have been a part of. I met Brenda there, and Brenda told me then about this becoming the best version of herself, going from tragedy to triumph, overcoming obstacles in her own right. And she got inspired at the Black Belt Speaker event, and she was inspired to do this. There were some other people in the room that weekend. None other than Jeff Martinet Jr., Saucony Prince, as well as Charlotte the Challenger. So they've had the opportunity to be a part of BBS, and then they were able to tap into the vision of BTBY. So I want to talk to you guys. I call you the old heads. I call you the pre-BTBYers. Talk about your experience, because you were doing your own thing in your own right, and then we brought you into BTBY. How has that been a blessing for you? And of course, as always, I want to start with ladies first. So we'll start with Charlotte, then we'll go to Saucony, then we'll go to Jeff. Charlotte.
Okay, BTBY. First I would say alignment. I remember where I was when you called me and asked me if I wanted to, be a part of this thing. And when you say becoming the best you, well, that was a part of my tagline. I'm like, okay, that's one of my tagline. There's only one you, so you might as well be the best you that you can be. It's similar, right? So that caught my attention. So I was ready to talk to Brenda, and she told me the website, comechangeyourlife.com. And I'm like, okay. I remember years ago, like 14 years ago, before I started speaking. Well, when I started speaking, I got a text message, come change your life. And my life has been changed ever since. So I understand the power of words. I understand the power of timing. I understand the power of connection and with the right people at the right time. So I believe that BTBY has also enhanced my speaking career as well, because I'm led by the Spirit. So when I did the first victory walk, you guys call it, they asked for it again and again. So and it was just an idea. And I think and also, I never recorded myself. Again, I've been speaking at colleges and at schools for since 2009, churches, and I never recorded. And the great Saucony Prince did my recording. Was I supposed to say that?
No, he's not great. He all right.
And more engagements. It brought more engagements, more opportunity for me. And so BTBY, last year, what I experienced last year, the stories blew me away. I think just hearing the speakers and not knowing that, like I had the notebook out, right? I think someone said, have your notebook and pen out. That's what happened last year. And I wish more people, I would have invited more people. And what I mean by that, I'm in Dallas, Texas. We was in, far away St. Louis, and all the people I really know is here. But I wish I would have invited more people. I don't know what their situation is. I don't know what their income is like. So invite, because someone is going to get their life changed. I don't know by who, but words. Everybody shares their story at this event. For those of you guys watching, it's a place where we share our stories of how we are becoming the best that we can be and how we have became, right? And we're still becoming. And so with that being said, even though we're in leadership, even though we're still growing, hey, we can still connect so that you can grow and become the best you that you can be. So, yeah, I love becoming the best you that you can be. Again, that's my tagline, because there's only one you. So you might as well be the best, right?
I love it. I love it. I love it. Give us a sneak peek of what you're going to be talking about this time around.
Okay, self-talk, right? You know, we do it all the time. And I remember when I was in a position to where I'm talking great and nice and sweet to everyone else, but I'm calling myself names in my head and just talking negatively, and how to extract those thoughts, what to do with those thoughts when they come, and how you can actually live a life of abundance through your thoughts. Right. And so if you in that place now of negative self-talk, right, you can come out of that and you can already have the victory, even though you don't feel like it. It's a bad place to be. And so even in leadership, because sometimes we don't think we're good enough still. You don't even realize you already made it to a point, right? Because you still looking at the past of what you used to be. Well, I just want to share with others, hey, take those old clothes off and keep them off. Right? That's the past, right? And don't put those clothes on anymore, and keep on your new clothes and stay fresh to death, right? So that's what I will be talking about, the self-talk, right?
Look at her throwing in 50 years of hip hop with that line, fresh to death. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Charlotte. Hey, old head Sakoni Prince, you know, BBS, you travel in the world, come across this new ideal, BTBY. What made you sign up and be a part of this?
What made me sign up with BTBY was, again, this is something that we've heard all morning, is alignment. You know, my slogan is, I'm Sakoni Prince of SakoniPrince.com, where we make motivation personal by introducing you to yourself. And when you look at becoming the best you, it's a personal journey. But that personal journey doesn't just stay with you. You don't just become the best you just solely for you. You become the best you for those around you. You also become an example to those who are looking up to you. And so many people really, they will be surprised as to how many folks are looking up to them. So if you know you have an audience of people, your nieces, your nephews, your children, your grandchildren that are watching you, then you will put in more energy and more effort to be the best version of yourself, because in doing so, you give them permission to do the same. So being a part of Become the Best You is an amazing opportunity to touch people that I may not normally even touch, to meet people I would normally even meet, but to also to be able to actually get from them the same energy, the same experience that they've gone through, where they've had challenges in their life, but they've overcome them. And, you know, we feed off each other. And I'm like Charlotte, and I'm like Mr. Monroe. I'm going to be there taking notes myself. And one of the things I'm actually going to be doing is I'm actually going to be putting together a gumbo of all of the good stuff that everybody shares. Being the keynote, I'm going to have the important role of tying it all together. And so I'm going to be listening attention to everybody that presents, not just on the stage, but even in the conversations, because all of that goes into just tying it all together about how we're all on this journey of life. And we're seeking to become the best version of ourselves, but we can't do that alone. So many of us want to isolate ourselves and then claim victory. But if you climb to the top of a mountain alone, who do you celebrate with? And if anything happens on the way up or on the way down, you have no help. So when we talk about becoming the best version of yourself, we're not asking you to do that by yourself. You have help. You have people that are there that want to see you succeed. And I'm one of those people. And not only me, but just look at the screen. On a Saturday morning, these individuals are giving their time, energy, and effort, not just for them, but for you. So you can understand that you can be a better version of yourself. And who wants to be who wants to stay the same? It's not staying the worst you, it's becoming the best you. We have an opportunity to really make a difference, not only in our lives, but in the lives of people we've been called to serve. Our family, our friends, those in our community. We have a chance to be an example of what it means to not stay where you are, but to start the process of becoming the best you. And that's what I'm going to be talking about, becoming the best you. And I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm excited to hear it too. You know, we say note takers are change makers as well as money makers. So, you guys, hopefully, whether you're watching us through the live stream or you're watching us in person in the audience, you've got your pen and your pad and your favorite vibration, because we're going to be bringing everything else you need to become the best version of you. And you know what? We're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it tight. We're going to keep it right. And one of our main people who keep us light, keep us laughing, keep us upbeat, it's none other than Jeff Markinet Jr. So, Jeff, tell us why you decided to be part of the BTBY family, and then a little bit of what you'll speak about from the stage.
Sorry, I had to get rid of that clown nose. But so I became part of the BTBY family because Brenda asked me to. And you see, I'm one of those people that are ride or die. And I told her before she ever had this idea that I'm there for her. I'll help her out with whatever she wants done. And she had an opportunity, and I took that opportunity. So it's really amazing to be around all these people every day. Now, you see, you might notice me checking my phone every once in a while. And that is because I have a family member that is laying on his deathbed right now. He's had pancreatic cancer since November of last year. And he's in hospice right now. And they don't think he'll make it more than 24 to 48 hours. But I'm here. Why? Because I take so much away from this group that I really appreciate the energy, the love that these people give me. And I can feed off of that. And I'm not missing it. So I don't want you to miss it. You may have excuses. Like you have a family member dying. Or you don't have the money right now. Or your girlfriend or wife or boyfriend or fiance or whatever broke up with you. And you're just not in the mood at the moment. But those are just excuses. You see, we can take so much away from this event, and it has been so important to me to be a part of this because I want to become the best me that I can be, and I want to help you become the best you that you can be. Now, my talk is going to be a little bit about overcoming those excuses that you're making for yourself. Because believe it or not, you are an overcomer. You have overcame everything in your life. And you wouldn't be here right now if you didn't overcome those troubles, those adversities, those difficulties, whatever you want to call them. But you wouldn't be here if you didn't overcome them. So you are an overcomer. And that's what I want you to know. So
I love it. Love it.
I'm Jeff Markinet Jr. and I want you to make every second count. Why? Because you never know when the seconds are going to run out on your one life.
Yes, and we especially thank you for really sharing that. And you just gave us the definition of ride or die in your presentation, because you had, I'm not going to say an excuse, you had a very valid reason not to make it this morning. You and there is another person on this screen that is dealing with some family difficulties right now. And family, just like the BTY family, takes precedence on everything else. But here's what I love about the fact that you did decide to show up today, Jeff, and the other person, if they want to say who they are, that's completely up to them. Sometimes who encourages the encouragers. See, we're all encouragers. We're all on this stage. We're this virtual stage this morning, the live stage on August 25th, to encourage you, the audience, to become the best version of yourself. But many times there's not anyone to encourage the encouragers. So we have to put ourselves in the place where we can be encouraged, where we can be poured back into our cup so that we can pour out into the universe. And that's why we don't call this a conference. That's why we call this an experience. That's why we call this a family, because Jeff knew he could come to the BTBY family and get lifted up, get held up for what he's going through with his immediate family, and know that he would be loved on and he would be encouraged, and that he could continue to pour out of his cup, because we're going to pour into his cup as well. That's what you get when you come to the BTBY experience. We are going to encourage you. We're going to fill up your cup. And it is our hope that once we fill up your cup, that you will fill up the rest of the world with the overflow. But the only way you can do that is by having your face in the place, August 25th through the 27th. Go on over to Come Change Your Life. It could be the first step in you changing someone else's life. That's just how important this weekend could be. Going over to comechangeyourlife.com. We're going to take one more quick break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to go around the room, and they're going to tell you their reasons why you should be at the BTBY experience August 25th through the 27th. You're watching BTBY TV.
Becoming the best version of yourself is a journey. When you believe in yourself, you can move mountains. Let's start your journey today at comechangeyourlife.com. All you have to do is take the first step, and we will help you along the way. Are you ready? Change starts now. Become the best version of yourself. Reach for the world. Kansas City is coming. comechangeyourlife.com.
Have the experience of a lifetime, and make the rest of 2023 the best of 2023. You guys are watching BTBY TV, and thank you if you've been watching us live or if you're catching the replay. We love you for taking time out of your busy schedule to hang out with us and our superhero speakers that are on the stage. Andrea Luzon, Isabel Camacho Black, Jeff Markinet Jr., Coffee Cup Chuck Doyle, Jay Love, Charlotte the Challenger, and our keynote speaker, SacconiPrince.com. He's going to be in the place doing what he does best. And we want to give you our final opportunity as we come to the end of the show to hear from our speakers why you should be with us either in person or via live stream at our Come Change Your Life BTBY experience in Kansas City. Now I'm going to put them on the full screen as they speak. Hopefully I won't freeze up again. But we want to hear from you. Make it personal, you guys, when you talk to our audience now as to why you think it's important for them to be at the BTBY experience. I'm going to go round robin. I love this. It's like the Brady Bunch squares on the screen for me right now. So we're going to do Andrea, Isabel, Jeff, Coffee Cup Chuck, Jay Love, Charlotte, and then we're going to end with Sacconi, just like that. So once one person stops speaking, the other person just jump on in. All right, Andrea, you've got the stage.
Feeling lit up, feeling excited to see all of you. I'm having flashbacks of the last BTBY experience that I attended, which was in St. Louis. I just remember the energy in the room. I mean, people get up on stage and some people rap, some people run through the crowd, some people they tell a deep, moving story about the moments in their lives that brought them to this kind of work. This is really about excavating the real you. That's how I see BTBY, because the best you already exists. The best you is right here, inside of your chest, inside of this body, this mind, this spirit. And I think that this kind of work, this kind of experience is really just about surrounding yourself with individuals who are here on this planet to make sure that interior experience is everywhere in their life. So you have a 10 out of 10 romantic relationship. You have a 10 out of 10 with your kids. You have a 10 out of 10 at your work. So that's what I'm here to bring. I'm here to support anyone in this room. Take the notes, absorb the wisdom that's here for you to experience. So I'm going to get on stage. I have the pleasure of speaking on Saturday during lunch. And so it's just, I'm really looking forward to it. I have the jitters, and it's like fear and excitement are two sides of the same coin. So I'm stepping into the excitement of it, and I'm lit up. I'm here to be with you. I'm here to stand for you. I'm here to stand with you. And I'll hopefully see you on August 25th. For those of us speaking, I hope to see you on Thursday, August 24th to hang out the night before.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to seeing you too. Isabel, why should they have their face in the place to come see you rock the stage? You're muted, Izzy.
If you're tired of that shiny thing in life that you have always wanted and worked so hard for, and is visual but not attainable, you need to be there. We're going to help, like they said, break down the barriers of what's getting in the way and take a dive with Activate Your Power Now. We're going to dive within, because at AYPN, we believe that it all starts within. Stop subbing out your peace. Stop subbing out your purpose. Go be accountable. Take some notes. Learn something new. I always say be willing to experience newly. That means you're listening newly. And even if you've heard it before, you've heard these speakers, you've been there, you've been to tons of events, conferences, whatever. This is not a conference. It's an experience. So be willing to learn, listen, and experience newly, and come join us, because the train is rolling. We're becoming the best versions of us, and we want to share it with everybody, but you have to want it too. Love you.
Love it, love it, love it. Yes, this train is rolling, and it's not too late for you to get on. Get on at this stop, and you can keep rolling with us. Jeff Martinet Jr., why should they come see you August 25th through the 27th? Jeff, we can't hear you for some reason. You're not muted, so it must be your mic.
Yeah, I was muted on my end. But
okay.
So I'm not claiming you guys have to come see me. I'm no different than any of you. I've just chose a different path. And I'm telling you that you need to be in the room to see everybody. Not just me. Not just Saucony, not just Isabel, even though Isabel is pretty awesome. Not just Charlotte, not just any of these people, but all of these people. So be there. Don't miss this, because this could change your life for the better and help you become the best you.
I love it. Ever so humble. You know, I love that about Jeff. Jeff wants you to see everybody. And trust me, if you have your face in the place, you will not miss Jeff. All right. Coffee, Cup, Chuck. Why should they have their face in the place August 25th in your neck of the woods, Kansas City, Missouri?
Well, first of all, it's somebody at this conference that's going to be speaking to them, and they can't speak to them if they're not there. I myself will be showing up. I have a 2-part presentation that I'm doing that you don't want to miss, because the message is strong and it's powerful. I'll be asking you a question. What are you doing for yourself? What are you doing, not for your wife or your kids or for your coworkers, your boss, but what are you doing for yourself to get you where you want to be? That's what I'm going to be talking about. And you're not going to be able to hear that speech or get that powerful message if you're not there. So show your face in the place, like old Coach The Unstoppable says, and I'll see you all there.
Love it, love it, love it. 2-part presentation, so you definitely don't want to miss what he's got to say. And the Love Master, J Love, why should they be at this experience and experience the love you have to offer on August 25th?
How activated are you? As activated as the sun is to the moon, as activated as a smile is to the gloom, activation to us is standing in this room and feeling consumed, feeling like there's nothing we can't do. How activated are you? See, AYPN, because it all starts within, AYPN activation is where it begins. True self-love is where it ends. So I'm asking everybody watching, are you ready to win? See, come through to BTBY and partake in a unique interactive experience where we can help and guide you along to let you know that once you make up your mind and get to it and stick to it, that you have the power within to make that reality in your life. And even if you, while sticking to it, get stuck, you have people around you that can help unplug your hands and your feet from the muck in your life and get you to that next level. So come on through and let's have some fun.
Yo, wait. Come on, y'all. We got to start snapping our fingers for that one. I was like, man, that was the poetry slam right there. Come on. Charlotte, I don't know. Now, you got a nice smile, but I don't know how you're going to come after that. But why should they come see you as in the rest of the crew at the BTBY in less than 7 days?
It's right here, you guys, and I'm super excited, super pumped up. And maybe you don't know what becoming the best you even is, and I can only share this. I was a teenage mother, not once but twice. I was beaten. I was had a knife to my throat, been body slammed. So you heard me share that I help business people expand their business. I work with the youth. I'm in schools, but what I had came from, my experience that I went through, helped me become the person I am, who I am today. Not at that particular time, I didn't think there was a way out. I didn't know that I had a better life. I didn't know I could even speak. I used to be terrified of a stage. Now you cannot get the mic out my hand. And so with that being said, I know the power of becoming. It's an experience. You continue to do it daily. So if you don't know what becoming the best you is, from me being mentally and financially unstable to now still becoming, right? It's becoming, it's a process. So don't be afraid of your process. Don't be afraid of what you've been through. Come change your life. You should be here. It doesn't matter what you've been through. You should come hear the stories of everyone that's going to be in attendance. This is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So be prepared to stay and get filled up so you can go back home and walk in victory.
Yes. Come home to the BTBY family and walk out in victory, becoming the best version of yourself. Yes. Sakoni Prince, how can they be introduced to themselves and then become the best version of themselves just by taking that one click of the registration link at comechangeyourlife.com?
I remember seeing a video where this guy explained that the heroes and the villains in a lot of our comic book movies that we have now, they all come from the same place, a place of pain. But the villain says, the world hurt me, so I'm going to hurt it. The hero says, the world hurt me, I'm not going to let it hurt anybody else. So it's all about choice. It's all about choice. Do we allow the pain of our past to cause us to go out and hurt other people? Or do we, as a hero, make a decision that we're not going to let this happen to anybody else? Becoming the best you and being in the room, you have an opportunity to hear from people who've made a decision to say, yes, I was hurt. I've gone through some things. I've suffered some stuff. I may even still be dealing with stuff, but I'm not going to allow my hurt to keep me from helping somebody else. I shared at an event last year. Are you healed enough to help somebody else? Are you healed enough to celebrate somebody else? I'm going to be talking a little bit about healing too, and I'm still finishing and finalizing my book. But I want to make sure that everybody that attends BTBY, they understand that they're in a place, a safe place where they can grow, a safe place where they can get what they need, a safe place where they can actually start the process of becoming a better version of themselves. And for those who've already started the process, this is just, it's fuel to your fire to keep you going in the direction that you want to go, to be the best version of yourself. Well, it's not just about a keynote. It's not just about a speaker. It's about you making a decision to take whatever is being presented to you that helps you, take it and apply it to your life to become the best version of yourself. Because until you get to that point, I don't care who stands in front of you. If you're not tired of being tired and sick of being sick of how you are right now, and you can't see a better version of yourself, you'll never grow. But if you are tired of being the way you are right now, if you are tired of not having everything that you need and that you desire, and you want to put in the work to get better, you got to be in Kansas City. I haven't met another group of people that are so passionate about helping you to become the best version of yourself. That's one of the reasons why I'm a part of it, because that's a passion of mine too. Again, we make motivation personal by introducing you to yourself, because I believe once you understand who you are, nothing can stop you. But until you understand who you are, anything can. And that becoming the best you, you're going to be around so many people that want to see you succeed. Who couldn't use a tribe like that? Who couldn't be connected to folks like that and see your dreams become a reality? That's what I'm doing. I'm seeing my dreams become a reality by being a part of this amazing community. And I'm telling you, this experience is going to be life-changing. We'll see you in Kansas City.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love it. And I would be remiss if I didn't add my own 2 cents into this. You know, what are you able to do when you recognize you're becoming the best version of yourself? Think about that. I ran across a quote today and I shared it on social media. And if you want to become the best version of you, here's what I think you need to understand. You need to be able to distinguish between the things you can control and the things you can't. Just that simple. Because when you no longer worry about the things you can't control, you're able to focus on the things that you can. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the power within you right now to start becoming the best version of you. You have the power in you right now to be able to get around people that are on that same journey. You have within your control the opportunity to make this moment your planting of the flag in the sand, saying that you're no longer going to be looking back on what you were, and you're going to start looking forward to who you want to be, to who you want to become. And because I know you have the ability, I want you to focus on that ability and start by taking the first step. They say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with that very first step. And if you're ready to begin that journey to becoming the best version of yourself, take the first step. Look down below, go to the website, comechangeyourlife.com, and take that first step towards becoming the best version of you. And we will be there in Kansas City to help you take the next step and the next step and the next step towards becoming the best version of you, because we're all taking those next steps together. Hey, I'm Terrence, the Unstoppable Coach Leffers, for our superstar panel that has joined us for the sneak peek for the BTBY experience. We are wishing you a wonderful weekend. We want to see your face in the place next week for the Becoming the Best You experience in Kansas City, Missouri. And we hope that you will feel how we feel after you've experienced what we've experienced. And what's that? That is the experience of becoming the best you. Wherever you are in the world today, you know what I say. Don't just make it a great day, but focus on becoming the best version of you and make it an unstoppable day. We'll see you next week, you guys. Take care.